Hello everybody, welcome back to Market Wiz guys, and today we are back with another banging video. So what we are going to do today I'm just going to teach you about something which is very common and which is very important in the trading, and that is the daily bias. How are you going to identify that where is market going to move? So there are four things in the market. What markets do: the first thing, market always feels an inefficiency. That is the first thing. Second most important thing, market sweep liquidities. All right. Third most important thing, market is going to move toward the equilibrium of the last previous range. Okay. So three most important points that I use. And market is going to create a new draw. Okay, or target the nearest draw. That is the main thing, guys. That's how you can identify your bias. So for me, I don't use the daily time frame. I don't use 4 hour. I only go with the 1 hour, 15 minute, and then 1 minute. But I'm gonna teach you the simple way that how you can just simply find your bias in a few minutes. Let's say like in a 15 minute. So first of all, you need to identify which pair you are trading, which session you are trading, and what are your nearest drawn liquidity. So let's move to the small time, right? On 1 hour, and let's mark the last day 10 a.m. candle. So yep, this is the 10 a.m. candle. So, okay, so now if you see on recent day, and this is how I actually find the bias, because I only trade the 10 a.m. open or 9:30 open. So this is how I found my bias. What you have to do, this is your nearest drawn liquidity. First of all, take that. This is your another liquidity. Now market is in the range, and what you are going to do is that, let me just quickly load the opacity of this video. So what you are going to do is that now you know that you are in a range, and what you see that this is the pure buy side and sell side model. This is the sell side curve, this is the buy side curve. And now why market never came here and just started moving with the buy side? The reason is quite simple. First of all, we got the news over here. That is the main thing. The second main thing is that all we did is that we captured the discount, or you can say the premium of the zone, or you can say that we just tapped the equilibrium of the zone of the recent leg. And that you can see, this is the 15-minute chart. Now you're gonna move to 1 minute. You're gonna see some more confidences. And yeah, that's quite simple. Like if you're gonna see, this is your FVG which is getting respected, and what we did, we just swept the liquidity. We just swept the liquidity of this area, and we form equal lows. Some sort of, these are equal lows. And if I'm not wrong, we have created an SMT over here as well. If I'm not get any. Let me just quickly see. Yeah, we have created the SMT over here as well. Now this is how you're gonna combine your confluences. So what we did, so we came to the equilibrium of the zone, we tapped and created an SMT over here. And if you go toward the 5 minute, let me see, on 5 minute you got the wicks, but on 5 minute this is the inversion that is getting respected. Again and again, we created an SMT, all right, and we moved toward the buy side. Now if I was trading this area, like I'm gonna trade this 9:30 candle, I'm gonna trade that. Let me just quickly drag to the 9:30. Yep. So on 9:30, what I'm gonna look is that we just tapped and rejected this area. All right, I'm gonna move to the 1 minute. If you see, we respected this 5 minute FVG, and on 1 minute we also got this FVG over here, a very small FVG which is getting respected. All right, so we tap, we inversed. As soon as I close above this area, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna enter in the trade. All right, I'm gonna enter straight over here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my stops below this candle, target the nearest high, 41 pips. That's it for the day. That's how I found my buys. You don't have to look for each and everything. You have to keep 4 points in your mind. First, market hunt liquidity. Okay, market tap equilibrium. Third point, market will form liquidity. And the last thing is market is going to fill inefficiencies. So what market is going to do, market is always going to hunt liquidity. Market is going to tap equilibriums and market will form liquidity. Now you don't have to trade in the third point, like when market is forming liquidity. Let's say this is the area that where market is forming liquidity. Now you're not going to trade over here. All right. So you have to identify the times when you can see the clear draw on liquidity on your chart. All right. So let me clear that once again. What I do is that you're gonna open your charts. Let's just move somewhere around here and just do a replay so that everyone can understand clearly. So let's say this is the opening of Thursday 18, and this is the 2 a.m. We're gonna move toward the 10 a.m. open. What we are going to do is going to wait. We are going to wait. Now let's see. This is the recent day order block plus your FVG waiting over here. What you're going to do is that you're gonna move toward the small time frame. Now here's, you can see you can get a beautiful shot as well. Okay, let me just scan. So the short will be free. What we are going to do is that we are going to wait. Now this is where market is forming liquidity. You can see this is the low resistance liquidity run over here. Some people used to call it trendline liquidity. This is the main thing. And let's go. Okay, so this is the 9 a.m. open. Now on 9 a.m. what you see, that's the main thing. If you're on 15 minute, you will see that you got a beautiful displacement. All right, this is your area. Let's move to, okay. Now, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna move to the 1 minute. And now, if you see, this is your 928, 929. All right. Here's the 930 arrives. So what you just saw is that. Now here's another thing. We formed this high, this low, and none of them is broken right now. We're gonna wait. We just tap the inverse FVG. Now here you can enter short for targeting these lows, like something like this. If you enter short over here, your TP will be this small area, which is like 50 pips, and your stop loss will be somewhere around here. Let's see if it get hits. So this is your first trade on 9:30. After that, what you're gonna do is that you are going to wait for 10 a.m. open. Now where's the 10 a.m. open? Now we got the inversion, but there's a main thing that I want to let you know. On 1 hour, if you see, we just tap this inefficiency, all right, and we also tap this order block. And if you see, we just tap the constant encroachment of the order block. And if you move toward the 1 minute, now you got the inversion, you got everything. What you're gonna do, you're gonna enter over here, or let's say you're gonna wait for the retest. Okay, the retest came. You can enter over here. Let's say you entered over here, and your stop loss will be around near this inversion. And Let's see what will happen. You can target this whole range, the drawn liquidity, and if we see, you just hit the drawn liquidity. All right, your stop is a little bit bigger, but as soon as you can get displacement over this area, you can just trim your stop to over here, something like here, which will be 8 pips. That's how you find and identify your bias just in few minutes. You don't have to look for the daily chart or monthly chart or weekly chart if you're a day trader. If you're a day trader, you have to go with the small time frames. And if you're a swing trader, then you can go with weekly, daily, 4-hour, and that's good. But if you want to keep the shit simple, so you have to stay with simple shit like 1 hour, 15 minutes, and then 1 minute. If you trade macros, otherwise, if you trade some other pairs, you can also change this time frame alignment. Like if you trade gold, you can take this time frame alignment for 1 hour, 15 minutes, and then 5 minutes. This will be your entry, and that's it. Because in day trading, you don't have to capture the whole move. All you have to do is capture a smaller move that can just cover your daily profit. That is the main goal in day trading. So it's a small video, guys, but it's a very important, and I tried my best to explain this in a simple way as much as I can. I hope you guys are gonna like this video. I'm gonna meet you in the next one with some pure knowledge again in a simple way. Till then, subscribe my channel, follow my Instagram. I'm gonna meet you inshallah next time.